As we continue on with text, we're going to learn about point text, paragraph styles, and character styles. Let's first take a look at point text. Point text is created when you select your text tool and you click on your screen and you just start typing. Point text wraps when you press return. Okay, so this is point text. Coming over to the left of my screen, I'm going to show you what paragraph text is. With my text tool selected, I'm going to drag out a shape. And with the shape, your text cursor will start blinking and you can type. And as you type, you'll see that the text will wrap. And let me do something here. Let me show you that. I'm going to select this type. I'm actually going to change the point size. And I'm going to do something else. I want to fill this with type, and right now I don't quite know what I want to fill it with, so I want to use this as a placeholder for type. So I can go to the type menu, and from the bottom of the type menu, paste lorem ipsum, and this command will then paste in what's called placeholder type. With paragraph type, if I change the dimensions of the text frame, the type will reflow according to the size of the frame. Now we're going to take a look at paragraph styles and character styles. A paragraph style, or a style sheet, is a combination of format settings that you can apply to text all at once. So I could apply a font style, a font point size, and a color all in one click. Here I have type that I've entered into a paragraph type frame. What I'm going to do is create a paragraph style. First, I'm going to style the text the way I want it to look, and from that I'm going to create the paragraph style. I'm going to start by just selecting some of my text. And I know the font that I want to use here. The font is going to be Arial. So I'm going to go over to the character panel and select the font field. I'm going to type in Arial. And I'm going to press tab so that it will go to the next field. I want the point size to be 12. Then I'm going to press tab, and I'm going to accept the defaults for the rest of this, except for the color. So let's change the color. I want the color to be, let's go for a blue, and choose OK. Now that I've formatted my type, I'm going to click inside the text, and what I'm going to do now is go over to the paragraph styles panel so that I can create my paragraph style. I'm going to click on the new icon, and you'll see paragraph style 1 populate the paragraph style panel. So let's double click on that, and first of all, let's rename this. I'm going to name this quote. And you'll see that the styling has been pulled into this paragraph style. I have Arial, I have 12 points, I have the color blue. And if you take a look on the left, you can see the different categories that you can select through to also institute more formatting changes. So let's choose OK, and I now have that style, quote, in my paragraph styles panel. What I'd like to do now is apply this styling to all of the lower portion text here. So I'm going to select it, and I'm going to go over to my paragraph styles panel, and I'm going to click on quote. Now notice that my text did not change, but also notice that in the paragraph styles panel a little plus sign appeared next to quote. That means there's an override. There may be something inside the text that wasn't a part of the formatting, so it's sort of like being stubborn. So when the text gets a little stubborn and won't apply the formatting, you come down to the bottom of the paragraph styles panel and you click on the override icon. And the override icon will force everything to take on the styling that you created. I've gone ahead and applied my paragraph style to all of my lower text. Now I want to create a character style. A character style allows you to have formatting that is nested inside of a paragraph style. So for example, I'm going to select Extraordinary, and I'm going to go over to my character panel, and I'm going to choose a new font. Let's just select one, and I'm going to change the color to a red or pink. Alright, so what you have here is Extraordinary in a brush script, and it's pink. Now look over in my paragraph styles panel. You'll see that quote has a plus symbol next to it. That means that there's something there that wasn't part of the original formatting. So if I click on the override button, let me select all of this. If I click on the override button, it will take that formatting out. I want to create a character style so that the formatting is valid with a different style on a different word. So I'm going to select Extraordinary again and go over to my character panel, and I'm going to choose brush script again, and let's change the let's change the point size. Let's go 14. Let's go 18. Okay, now I'm also going to change the color back to red. Now that I have this selected, I'm going to go over to my character styles panel, select the new icon, and double click on the character style 1 that appears, and I'm going to name this quote special word, and you'll see the formatting that's brought in. Let's choose OK. And now when I click inside Extraordinary, quote special word highlights in my character styles panel, and if you come up to the paragraph styles panel, you'll see that there's no longer a plus sign next to quote, because I now have a character style set up for this. So I can select any word and apply that styling. That concludes this exercise. This is Chita Hunter. Hope this was helpful.